You ever felt like life was beating you and blessing you at the same time? You felt like God was beating you, like lash, problem, another problem, another problem. But at the same time, you are blessed to wake up, you're blessed to have food, shelter, um, people checking on you. But there are just some things that feel really painful and sometimes even unfair. You feel like, okay, now life is taking it too far. Like, I get that you're trying to teach me something, but this feels too far, unfair. It feels personal, like in a personal attack from the universe. Um, if you felt like that, I'm here to support you because that was me. That was me. I felt like, all right, God, you see me trying. You see, like, I'm trying. Like, I think I'm a good person. I have good intentions, but this right here is too far, or this is too much, or it's been too long since I've had peace, or a break, or maybe you just came off a break and you miss it. You miss when life felt soft. But what I've learned is that God is not punishing you. He's not, he doesn't have a hit list and you're on it and he's after just to destroy you. I think what was helpful for me is learning how to reframe my thinking about what is happening, reframe my thinking about the experience. And so if you've been going through something and you've had friends or family members tell you, oh, this is all going to make sense one day, it's all working out for your good, you're going to be okay. What they're saying is true. Um, Sometimes it doesn't feel true, and it feels like they're trying to just, cover up, or just brush past this deep suffering that you're going through, whether it be struggling at work, whether it be struggling in a relationship, any kind of relationship, sister relationship, brother relationship, romantic relationship, whether it be financial problems, whether it be physical problems. It can feel like those like light words are just supposed to magically make all this pain that you're experiencing go away. What I would like to challenge you with is think about where the suffering is coming from. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. And I believe that the thoughts that we have create the suffering. Like, yes, the experience may create pain. That was hurtful what you said, what you did. Um, Even if it's a financial situation, not being able to pay something or have something taken away, or just the stress of the threat of having some, like being able to lose something, like that is a painful situation to be in. How I'm thinking about it, and if I'm constantly telling myself, oh, God just doesn't see me worthy enough of having a good life, or this is personal, or something is wrong with me, or I'm stupid, or I'm not strong enough, I need to be stronger, I need to be like, those thoughts feed into the pain and they just make it bigger and bigger and it keeps you stuck and attached. But imagine if you had the same situation, but you had thoughts of, I can do this. Um, this is challenging, but I can do challenging things. I am learning. What can I learn from this? How can this help me? Like, one side feels lighter than the other. And so they say that healing is choosing peace over pain. And so you have to actively choose peace when you don't feel like it at times, when you don't see how this is actually for your good in the moment. It just feels like it is just the opposite. It's here to destroy you. It's actually here to make you better. And that's kind of like the trick. The trick is to see through the illusion, because if you think about your purpose here, It is ultimately to evolve, to grow, and to expand. It's to create. And so use your essence to get out of it. Like, if you're here to create ways out of the situation. Create thoughts that make you feel better. Instead of creating thoughts that make you feel worse, that make you feel heavy, choose to create a better way of thinking of it. And it's better because it feels better. And sometimes things that feel bad are not bad. Sometimes things that taste bad are not bad. It could be a tea, a bitter herb. It tastes awful, but it's really good for you. Your child could have a cold. That medicine tastes really bad, that cherry syrup, but it's really good for what they need in the moment. Your first run back, your first workout back, your body feels really sore, but it's really good for your foundation of becoming who you are supposed to be. So, understanding and having the awareness of, wait a minute, hold up, let me zoom out. I'm just a soul here to experience, learn, evolve, and love. Don't get so caught up in the story of, oh, I'm just a such and such trying to make it. And this, you get caught up in that story and you think that's who you are, but you're not. You're just a soul. Let's zoom out. I'm just a soul on this planet to learn, to experience, to love. Okay. So how can I use this situation to be me, to learn, to experience, and to love? Find the opportunities to love yourself in this moment. Find the opportunities to learn. Find the opportunities to grow. Look back on any challenge that you've had in the past that felt so serious. What tools helped you and what patterns hurt you? For me, I had a history of when I was going through something, the first thing I would do is beat myself up mentally. I would tell myself I should have known better when there was no way I could have known better. I was 16, I was 20. I didn't know. I would tell myself that I was deserving of it. I would tell myself that there was something wrong with me. I would tell myself that I was just just stupid. Like, you're stupid. How could you do this? Like, and in this situation, none of that made me feel better. Thinking that way did not help. I always tell my little brother, like, if you're playing basketball, game winning shot, okay? You're on the free throw line, your team needs you. What is going to be more helpful in that moment? Dribbling the ball, telling yourself, I can't do this. I'm stupid. I'm going to mess it up. Talking to yourself in that way, or telling yourself, I got this. I trained for this. My team is dependent on me. I'm capable. God put me here for a reason. I can get through this. It's the same situation. And sometimes when you don't know how, you don't know what this is teaching you, you don't see how it's possible that something to this level that's taking this long could be good or is working out, act like you know. When you don't know, act like you know. Act like the person who did know would act. Just imagine. Sometimes it can feel like things that you want are just never coming. It feels like it's not happening, and because it's not happening the way you think it should happen, it can feel unfair. It can feel like, what belief is coming up? See, God doesn't love me for real, or I'm not worthy of what I really want, or that dream is too good to come true, and things like that. And so one thing the brain is going to do is prove itself right. It's going to find ways to reinforce that. You're going to attract situations to enforce that. I would say when manifesting something or desiring something or praying for something, instead of focusing on the timeline of, oh, I have to do this by this year, or this has to happen by this age, how about reframing it and calling it for when you're ready to receive it? And so if you let go of the timeline, well, it's been 2 years, I still don't have this job, I still don't have this relationship, this and that, you can relax in knowing that it's going to come when it's supposed to come. If it's not here yet, then I'm not ready for it. Because sometimes you can pray for something that you're not ready for, and if you get it prematurely, you won't have the skills to keep it. You won't be the person that is required. You haven't gone through the necessary challenges and lessons and developed those skills that's required to maintain what it is that you're praying for. And so I learned that for myself. The things that I wanted, the husband that I wanted, the jobs that I wanted 5 years ago, and to have by this age, one, I don't want anymore. Two, if I do want it, might not be mature enough for it. Or there's just certain things that's just not ready yet. But I know when it is ready, and I get excited that I'm getting ready, and whatever's happening right now is getting me ready for my heart's desires or my soul's purpose. And sometimes we want things and we could want it so bad, and it doesn't happen. Not because there's a couple reasons why it didn't happen. It could not happen because of, past decisions. It could not have happened because of it not really being for us. Like, we could have this whole thing like, I have to be this, but there was actually something better. It could have to happen because the universe knew that who we would be would not actually be a match for what we were asking for. So sometimes things just don't work out because you probably would have hated it. It's weird to ask for something and you don't really know what it is, because you haven't lived it yet. But there are some things that I do believe God puts in us that we haven't experienced yet, but He puts in us, and we chase it because it takes us to where we are supposed to go. And it might be close, and it might be spot on, but it's always just right. And I say all that to say, God does not have a list where excuse me. He doesn't have a list where He just has a bunch of people that He hates and He's going to just give the worst over and over and over and over. Like, this whole experience, like, we all sign contracts as spirits, to my belief, my knowing or understanding. We all signed up for this. We knew what the challenges were going to be, and we knew that we could do it. We saw the benefits of it. We saw the lessons of it. We saw the connections, and we felt like this is the story that I'm supposed to live, that I'm supposed to walk, to learn and evolve as a spirit. And so you knew, God knew. So walk like you knew that you can handle it. Walk like you knew it was going to work out. Walk like you're strong enough. Walk like you're wise enough. Walk like you know that you're not alone, that you have the support of the universe on your side. Create a mind that is kind, loving, and caring. Create a situation where you have just the loving intention of just being gracious with yourself as a human. Humans mess up. Humans make mistakes. Humans disappoint you. You disappoint other humans. Things happen. Things slip between the cracks. But just giving yourself grace, time does not need your help. It got this. It's been here before and after. And I want to say being aware, because that is something that can keep you in the dark or in the pain or in the suffering or in the beating of life. Being aware of your thoughts, being aware of the patterns of yourself that you created, being aware of your ego, being aware of the company you keep, being aware of your environment. I think that self-awareness is a gift. It's something that I think if everybody had, would make the world a better place. But some people just are simply not aware. They're blind. They have blinders on. and or their vision is cloudy and they don't even know, or they don't even want to know. So being aware, being open to new perspectives, being open to the signs of the universe, to the messages, to the dreams, to the feelings. I think that is helpful in seasons of that feels like beating seasons. Being aware of this is all a dream. And knowing you really got to know who you are and what you are. And if you don't know, act like you know. If you don't know, act like you know. But I just want to congratulate you for making it this far. There are some people who are willing to do the work, willing to explore, willing to try, and there are some people who are willing to give up and willing to just stay where they are, and they're not even willing to see. Everybody in this world is not going to come through and make it. Some people are going to stay stuck. Some people are not going to change. Some, as bad as you want to save them, as bad as you want things to get better, sometimes it just doesn't. Not because it can't, but because they're just not willing, or they can't see because of their limitations. And so don't take it personal. Just be aware that that is a possibility. That is a reality, part of the conditions of this world that we live in. So yeah, that's all. God loves you. God cares. You are strong enough. You can handle it. There are resources out there. And sometimes the resources are external, like books, podcasts. Like there's always someone who's been through what you're going through or something similar, doing your research. But there's also things within that are personal to you that can help you. And if you're someone who likes to bake or draw or run or dance or sing, or finding those small moments and finding time to do those in those seasons can be helpful. Being open to wisdom from others, and yeah, being smart. Sometimes we end up in situations because we have good intentions. I had good intentions with this guy. I really did. I had good intentions going into this job. I really did. I had good intentions investing into this company. I really did. But good intentions is not always enough. Good intentions without wisdom. So be wise. Seek wisdom, seek counsel, seek seek answers to your prayers, seek signs, and trust in the evolution that's happening, trust in the season that's happening, trust in the evolution through the growing pains, and you're gonna be all right. Okay, you're gonna be all right as long as you're willing. You're gonna figure it out. It's gonna come, it's gonna make sense, it's gonna be clear. Pray for clarity in your quietest moments, okay? Because it can get foggy. Those emotions will cloud your vision. It will just, yeah. The emotions will keep you suffering sometimes. But they all have their purpose. They're here to teach you. But that's for another video. So please, please, please be kind, loving, and caring to yourself and others. We need that in this world. We need more people who are like that. Handle every situation that you can with kindness, with love, with compassion. And let's just see where that takes you. Give that a try, okay? So that's all I have. And come on, there we go. Have a great day. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. It's greatly appreciated.